You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
The tackle by Logan Wilson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. No 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Breeze. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. This is Gordon. And some room to work. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are pouring it on. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Browns 31, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Underneath, he's got Brady. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On play action. Now Breeze. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Gordon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, Mixon, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
13 on the play.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now it's Burrow. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to T. Higgins. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Down back at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Able to find Higgins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Being chased out left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Bengals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know. The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Jarvis Landry.
What you doing out there, boy? This ain't no high school patty cake football.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 9.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.